2. Can we hear me? Let's see what's going on. G'day, Stu from UAV Futures here. Welcome back to the FPV Mix, the greatest live stream drone channel on the internet. Today we've got a big show coming up, but first things first, like we always do, let's see who is in the studio. Mic check, mic check. Is it coming through? Is it streaming? All that sort of stuff. I've got to check the comments, then we can get on with it and have some fun. Welcome everybody. How are we going in the comments? I hope you're ready. Strap yourself in, grab a cup of coffee. Let me move this microphone just a little bit closer because it is, we're still kind of getting used to it. Here it is, ready to rock and roll. It's a little bit in the way, actually. I'll put that here, and let's see, how is it going? And, oh, did I just break it? Please no. Imagine that if I just broke my mic on the first. What's going on here? I've got cables hanging out everywhere. Can you still hear me? I just pressed the mute button. Okay, there we go. Anyway, so here it is. Can you guys hear me? People saying a bad internet, maybe. Let's see what's happening as well. Aloha from Hawaii. Johnny DRC is saying, hey guys, we've got Sean Williams in the chat as well, the absolute legend himself. Let's see, we can see we got Toxic here. Toxic, what are you doing, my friend? Yesterday, congratulations, you were the winner. You weren't in the stream, but yes, I can see you here now. This is yours, my friend. I'm going to be in touch. I know I've got your email. I think I emailed you just before this, but yes, for a bit of a recap, this bad boy is going to be going out to you, so congratulations. I can't wait to see you ripping that around, having some fun, or maybe cannibalizing it, turning it into a different build, using some of the parts, whatever you want to do. Keep me in the loop. But let's see what's going on with the comment. We've got 36 people watching. We've been streaming for 2 minutes, and we've got 5 thumbs up. Thank you very much. And it's getting a little bit weird here because I'm so used to having a microphone that I can flip up and muck around with just here. This new microphone is going to take some new getting used to. So can you guys hear me? That's the first bit I need to check. Type it in the chat. Can you hear me? What is the sound coming through? Or what is the stream quality like? And then we can get on with the show. Let's have a look here. Johnny DRC is saying, congratulations, Toxic, you owe me. Toxic has sent through the first super chat of the day as well. And he says, Stu, you are the man. No, my friend, you are. All you viewers, you guys are the legends here. And Toxic himself, an absolute legend. You can see his little, his name is on the UAV, like the Ultimate Legends board right behind me. So thank you very much, Toxic. The pleasure is all mine, my friends. So to be able to send that out to you and give you, I guess, some more joy in the FPV drone industry is absolutely my pleasure. Chris Fitz says 8 out of 10 sounds like sound lots of desk noise. So I don't know what desk noise sounds like, but I'll try my best to alleviate that. Random Family Man is saying it rocks. That's from Chuck Souls. And Mad Fisher says I'm watching at 144p. I hate my internet. So hopefully we're streaming it a little bit better than that. I'm not sure what resolution I'm actually outputting here. I think it's at 1080p, but I'm not 100% sure. Please let me know if you're watching that as well. Right, what we're going to do, I'm going to tell you what is coming up in the show. So today might be a little bit different. We're meant to do some pinball. Still haven't got the pinball working just yet with the new PC. Something about the server that I've got, blah, 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 blah. Internet problems, but I'm still working on that. Hopefully one day we'll be able to get that fixed. Otherwise, I think there's a new update we can use for our cameras, which can turn them into webcams. That might be another option, but we're not going to be doing that today. We've got, of course, we've got the news. So we've got our little UAV news with Raven FPV. That's going to be coming up a little bit later in the show as well. And normally we do a bit of singing and we say, what's in the studio? I can't even cover the microphone now. What's in the studio? So we do a little bit of singing about what is new in the studio. But believe it or not, we actually don't have anything new in the studio today. So after the last stream, nothing new has turned up in the post, except for this microphone. That's the only thing that's really turned up in the last week. So some slow times here in the studio. All right, let's have a look here. We've got Mini Malice in the house. That's from Malice Junior Gaming. Okay, there we go. Random Family Man says, I'm listening from a mate's roof. And Chuck Souls is saying 3 sausages over the top, man. Moses having a laugh as well, making some amazing decals, if I don't say so myself. And yes, I do have your email, Moses. I'll get back to you in a little bit about that. Ahmad Fisher says it's not me, it's just a horrible internet that he has. And Chris Fit says just switch to Windows XP Pinball. Yeah, I don't know if what was it, Pinball 3000 or something like that is going to suffice. The old school Street Fighter 2 1992 Championship Edition pinball machine in the background, and that's where it's going to be at, but we've got to get that working. All right, Mouse Vex is saying morning all, speak of the devil, and Johnny D says he would love me to do more singing, just like Russell Wolf. We've got 55 people watching, we've got 14 thumbs up, and I want to know, are you guys going flying this weekend? For me, this is Saturday. Of course, we're on lockdown here. I'm not allowed to get outdoors and go flying. It is absolutely killing me, but today, a big one, what we're going to do, if we have a look at Discord, and I would love to see other people's flying right here. If I can't fly myself, let's have a look at some of your videos and share your videos here. And if I press this little button, boom, shakalaka, Shaquille O'Neal, here we go. I want you to post your videos here. This is what we're going to go check out some cool videos today. I want to see your best flying or just generally having fun with some quads. I already like this one. This looks cool. I built a drone. I like it. That looks very good. My first real FPV flight. We might be able to check that out. Looks like you might have some EV 100Ds though, so that's not ideal, but definitely please put your pictures and put your videos right here. Let's create copy, make this invite. I'm going to post it there as well. And I know you guys can hear me clicker clacking on the keyboard. That is just, let's see, and I can see Bubby FPV, it says slow times flow is trippy, and he's got, we're doing some little flying there as well. We're going to be checking those out in just a little bit, because if I can't go flying, I want to see your videos. We'll check out some of your flying, give some commentary, and just generally have some fun. We're going to have to check if there's any music or anything like that. Break 33 Step says it's a receiver in flight mode, and Jason says he lost his sector 132. So anytime you lose a drone, I know it absolutely does suck. It's a terrible feeling. I've probably lost one that I am 100% sure of, but I would probably guess maybe two, but most of the time I usually get them back. The one time I did lose it, there was just far too many snakes. The drone wasn't worth it, and it crashed in. I didn't want to die. Right, in Australia, I've seen some videos, some old school videos when before Ladrib was in Rotorite. I remember he did this video. He was searching through the reeds and everything and under a bridge and looking for his lost quad. And there was some water around. I was like, mate, if that was in Australia, you would be dead. All right, Malspec says he's going for a fly after the stream, and he hasn't lost a drone yet, even though I don't know how. He has broken plenty. And Johnny DRC says, I don't know how to post a video. Well, we're just going to have to make do there, my friend. And we've got morning to Roscoe Sticks as well. Is saying a morning stew and everyone. So there we go, all the way from Colac. Thank you very much, Roscoe Sticks. What I am going to do, actually, I need to start a new little list. And I know Charlie's behind me as well. So all the people who sent through Charlie a little bit of a snack. Let's do this. And Roscoe... I'm spelling it incorrectly. I know you're hearing the clicks. I know, my friends. Roscoe Sticks. And also, we've got to get Toxic's name in there. What are we going to give away this week? I thought, well, we spoke about this last time. It was on the channel. Someone was talking about these little purple beasts right here. This is a little diatone, 2.5 inch. It's got a receiver inbuilt. It is ready to rock and roll. That's going to go out to some of you guys as well. So Toxic, I can almost guarantee that people are going to be upset if your name gets drawn out twice to win that bad boy. But thank you very much for those donations as well. Let's give Charlie a little snack. Say good morning to him. He's just heard his name. Oh, what? Yeah, me. Sure, guys, let's do that. I'm going to have to get some more snacks today too, Charlie. All right. Here you go, buddy. That's from Toxic. Here you go. That's from Ross. Yeah, no, it's in my hand, fool. Yeah. There you go. All right. Let's get back on with the show. Jumping over here to Facecam. We've been streaming probably for about 10 minutes or so. Let me change some of these windows up, get UAV Futures on the screen. And let's see, Rave. Speak of the devil. As I said that, I could see Raven typing in there. Tippy Tappy, he's talking about that. Just a question, is it possible to use an AS3X receiver for an FPV drone? I don't even know what an AS3X receiver is, but we can have a Google. Let's have a look right here. A Spectrum receiver is, yeah, you can use... I'm going to guess, but I would say, zero knowledge when it comes to flying around with Spectrum. I think I've used them once, and it was with some little Lemon RX receiver module thing I needed in the back of my quad, and just generally it wasn't a great time. And yeah, I'm going to say maybe, but I don't want to give you the wrong information there. Most of the time, I'm happy to do Free Sky, Fly Sky, Crossfire, even the new Ghost. I would say, yep, absolutely. But when it comes to Spectrum, I don't know enough about it to give you that information on that receiver. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to, but I guess if it can run S-Bus or whatever protocol that it uses. I don't know if it's like a PWM signal. You might run into some issues there with modern day flight controllers. All right, let's have a look here. Raven sent through a super chat. He says, if I win, Toxic can have it. Oh, you dogs. You dogs. So there we go. So I'm going to give Raven 187. Hey, I'm going to put next to your name, Raven, so for Toxic. All right, so there you go. If it lands on Raven on the next little spin to win, well, we're going to be giving it away to Toxic, apparently. And Postman Drones, he says, +5 for Postman Drones. All right, let's do this. Postman Drones. Thank you very much. Let's give Charlie a little snack as well. And then let's get on with it. We might do a little bit of UAV news with UAV pooches. No, not with UAV pooches. I'm getting way too distracted with Raven FPV. There you go, Charlie. That's from Postman Drones. And jumping back here to our face cam. Let's see. And do you guys think the audio is better as well? Like from last time when we used to do it, when I had this, where's this little, this used to be the microphone that used to be attached to this headset. And I have never in my entire life of, I guess, owning a, well, my last PC, my last laptop wasn't the best, but in my entire, since doing UAV Futures, this is the only mic that I've ever known. So it feels quite bizarre that it's not attached here and I can't see it at the side of my face. But oh, this could be bad. But yeah, does the audio sound any better? Because hopefully that's what we work towards. That's why we got this microphone, so it sounds a little bit better. I would love to get a boom. That might be one of the next goals we can work towards, or something like that. A microphone boom, so it could be hanging, and just going to make it a lot easier. And also because it'll be a little bit more further away, we won't be getting any of those clicky clacky noises. All right, and Kiz as well, the absolute legend himself, the comedic master of Clip That, which is going to be coming up in 2 days. He says, the last of my coinies do accept sausage-scented candles. God, can you imagine a candle that actually smells like that? Jeez, Kiz, thank you very much. All right, so good luck, Kiz there, the absolute legend himself, as well as Mad Fisher. He's saying, today's my lucky day. I can feel it. Thanks for all the work that you do. And I want to say, guys, the pleasure is absolutely all mine. We're going to do the news in just a little bit, but the pleasure really is all mine. I truly want more people to enjoy this hobby, and the main reason is simple. I want you guys, I want more people in the world to have a better life, to feel better about themselves and the things that they do, and just to have a generally more positive outlook on their just being here on planet Earth, you know, the amazing things that you can do, and FPV is absolutely life-changing. So if I can do it in any way, large or small, clip that. But if there is any way that I can help and get people flying, it is such a powerful, positive, important part of just, I don't know, the human cycle. There's something special about flying around like a bird, and you guys are the special ones. So it's absolutely my pleasure. Thank you for all the kind support. I got a very nice email from Brad33, one of the people up here as well. I opened that up this morning. I've got to respond to that. And straight after I got off the stream yesterday, I think I spoke to Brad. It was for about an hour and a half. I was on the phone to him on the blower. We were trying to get his Crossfire hooked up, and we had to do some flashing, and that doesn't sound good either, but we had to hook up that to the TBS agent. We had to put it into like default bind modes and put some other stuff on the receiver. We got there in the end. So Brad33, thanks very much. It was cool to meet you yesterday, ring you on the phone. And if anybody ever gets stuck as well, please shoot me an email, or if I am not available to give you a call, because I know the week before I was on the phone to Random Family Man, probably for about an hour as well. You can always try and join the Discord. You can join the Discord. On Discord, there's heaps of people there who will help you as well. Let's see. Raven saying, what's up? Chuck Soul says, feels like days. It would fit in the box for shipping. Let's see. G'day, Stu. That was from... Oh, man, my mouse has just scrolled and I missed it, so thank you very much if that was you. Let's see. Roscoe Sticks is saying he bought a set of something this morning. And Newbie Drones is a great logo. That's from Chuck Sauls. And Carbon Cage FPV says, hey, how can I get you to play one of Little Cage's videos as I can't join the Discord? I don't have a mobile phone, mate. I guess I don't know. I don't know there, my friend. So you're just going to have to find a way. And let's see. Diego Smith says, Stu, I just arrived. So hopefully you got my simulator key there, Diego Smith, who I know I said I was going to send you a SIM key. And I got 3 emails from you in 10 minutes. If I tell you guys that I'm going to email you, don't worry. I will do it. Just sometimes it just doesn't happen right away. So we don't need to email me 3 times in 10 minutes. I will remember. Don't worry. If it's been a week and I haven't responded to you, well then, yeah, feel free to share me a little email. And props out as well. He says, buy yourself a schnitzel, Stu. And why do I like that? It means you guys have been listening as well. So it is chicken schnitzel. It's the bomb. If you don't have a chicken schnitzel, gravy and chips, it's better than sausage. All right, let's do it. I'm going to scroll down here, and then I want to jump on the phone. Let's ring Raven FPV for some news as well. So bear with me. Let me get ready. Find some of this stuff that we're going to be using. And I've got to organize actually some of these files on my computer. I still need to completely finish configuring my, let's see, my Stream Deck sound clips. This is what we want to hear. Let's see, is he going to be there? Because it might be, it's not time. He's not there. He's not even ready for doing some, I'm going to jump in here. And we'll do some news in just a little bit. He's probably going to get some 4 and 20 meat pies or something like that. I think he's there. Raven, ready? Let's do this. Let's do this. It's time for, of course, the UAV news with Raven FPV. Oh, it's time.
Oh no, that might help. I'm actually in the chat.
What's going on, bro?
Stream, you know?
What's going on, man? I just had the jingle play, and you've probably muted the stream up, so I've pretty much just been talking all over the top of you. How are you, my friend? What's it like in the field of with Raven 187, our local FPV reporter? What's going on, my friend?
It's windy today. It's a crappy day for flying drones on the Gold Coast.
Mate, I was going to say, before that, you must live where I live, because every day is windy here. That's why I often talk about moving to New Zealand, and people say, mate, the weather down there, well, you'd know this, being a Kiwi yourself, the weather in New Zealand is not ideal, right? It's not conducive to flying very much. You see a lot of X-Jets videos where he complains about the weather. But the weather here is just as bad. Like, you've been to my hometown, well, not my hometown, you've been to where I live a couple of times, and has the weather been, how would you rate the weather where I live down here near Melbourne?
It was bloody freezing the last time we went down. I think the time before that, it was really, really, really hot. So Melbourne's kind of extremes. You guys are either really hot or really cold.
It did rain both times, though, remember? We've had a couple of showers that made flying a little bit annoying when you're trying to organize a bit of a flight event. Let's see, we've got some other love for you. There seems to be, you've got some fans here in the chat as well, Raven. Some people enjoy it. Kiers are saying, dang it, Raven, stop the pies and sausages. We want to hear your sensual voice. All right.
I would say I love sausage, but I know that'll get clipped.
Yeah.
Too late.
Yeah, let's not do that. All right, what are we looking at today? I haven't even looked at the news article. I'm looking at it right now. So, what one would you like to look at first? You're in charge.
We seem to have a theme of leading off with TBS ones recently because they're just still killing it. Apparently, I don't know where they're finding the time, but
okay.
Heaps of updates recently. Yeah, the Micro V2 module, and then we've had the 4.0 update and Tango 2 update, and now there's a Nano module for Crossfire.
I'm putting this on the screen as well. I can see Jason. I'm just going to put Jason's name in. I'll put it in the list once I get out of this screen. But Jason saying, maybe I can lose a quad and win a quad today. Thank you very much, Jason, for your super chat as well. But here, this
lose a quad, gain a quad.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. That doesn't sound very environmentally sustainable right there. However, what is this? What is this Crossfire Nano TX? Who is this for? Where is this going?
Well, it's weird because the Nano TX is designed to fit on those micro JR bays, and you find them generally on the X Lite or on the X9 Lite. And everyone knows that FR Sky has got a bit of a dirty name used to make great radios. The radios are still made well, but we don't really sort of like their practices.
Yep.
But Trappies kind of came to the party and goes, oh, well, any of you guys with X lights or X9 lights, you can now run Crossfire without a, 3D printed sort of part to do it.
Do you know what I think this is about?
Mm.
I think this is a personal vendetta because TBS really does not like FreeSky, right? There's because they had some copyright issues, so to speak, or stealing I don't know any of these facts, but TBS wasn't very happy with the way that FreeSky was using some of their tech or some of their research. I don't know, okay, some of that sort of stuff. And then FreeSky locked out TBS from using their first Crossfires. TBS hit back a little bit, lowered the price of some things, and also used to print some circuit boards on their antennas which said "F you FreeSky" if they tried to X-ray it. I believe that was what used to come up in the X-ray. So they couldn't reverse engineer it. Yeah, here we go, a bit of a dirt on UAV News.
Yes.
And now I think that I don't think this product's going to make TBS a lot of money at all. I can't see too many people with X lights. Maybe, but they've probably already got, if they're doing long range, they probably already have an R9. However, now there is this option. I would buy this over an R9, but this, I think, is purely aimed to steal away the small market share of people who were using an X Lite already, and TBS is like, look, come and join us on the dark side, the black sheep side, and jump over to our ecosystem. I don't think they'll make money from this. I think it's purely just about removing people from FreeSky. That's how.
Also won't lose money because he's very smart, old Trappy, and like it hasn't cost them anything. They've just, because they had to shrink it down. I think for the Tango, what they've done is just put it in a smaller casing, like maybe that tooling for the casing.
Yeah, it would have cost a bit. It would have cost a little bit, and you do make money back on receivers. But I feel like I would hedge a bet that there is definitely a bit of aminosity, or it's just a bit of an FU to old.
It's not like a Pokemon, Stu. Aminosity. I think you dylexiated that a little bit.
Aminosity. How do you say that word? Can you tell me?
Animosity.
Aminosity.
You said aminosity.
It's
which
evolving.
Is sort of like a Pokemon, like the.
It's Pikachu. It's Jigglypuff. Anyway, where are...
No, aminosity. Use confusion.
Okay, that's it. We're getting distracted. Yeah, so this is pretty cool stuff. We're getting distracted, but...
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so this little module. If you've got an X-Lite out there, let's have a look in the chat. Let's see. Let me know if you have an X-Lite. Is this something that you'd be getting? Do you already have long range? Or would you just get... I don't know. I wouldn't go out and get an X-Lite plus this. I would just go straight to a Tango 2.
No, but you forget. Like, we know... Like, remember last night there was Duck, who's got his X-Lite.
Yes.
So he's thinking about it. You've got Donnie, loves his X-Lite. And you've also got Trev, who's used the X-Lite for how long? And he loves that thing. So that's 3 out of the guys just we know.
That is true. That is true.
Would go, oh yeah, okay, I'll chuck that on.
All right. Johnny DRC says, I fly X-Lite and Crossfire. Matt Fisher says, I love my Crossfire Micro V2. It's a Micro V2 in a small case. That is from Semantic as well. Cool. And LeGros Show just sent through a donation. It says, Mobler V7-2 is rolling left and right when I'm doing half turns. The throttle is up and down. Is it a stuck motor? So we'll talk about that as well. Gunnar sent through his donations. I will answer all these super chats in just a little bit because I do want to stay on focus with the news. Then we'll answer some of those questions. We'll be able to have a bit of a... what do we call it? A brainy... What do you call that when minds get together? A think tank about that, Raven. We'll answer all your questions. Raven and myself, I'm throwing them under the bus here. We'll go through, do our best to answer any of your questions and the super chat questions. But we don't want to miss or get distracted on these news articles. So thank you very much as well for those people. Gunner's just sent through a donation as I'm saying that. Thank you very much.
Gunner.
That's it.
Good on you, mate.
The legend himself. Right, what we're going to do. What's next on the news, my friend? Or did you have anything else to say about that one, about the new update from Crossfire?
Not really. I've linked it in the chat, so if you want to go check it out, just maybe bookmark it or...
Sounds good, my friend. All right. Okay, what's next? What's this one?
This one's pretty cool. So everyone's probably heard of the flamethrower drones. They're often used in China for clearing rubbish off power lines.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never sort of seen a cool shot of it like this before.
All right. I'm not going to grill you a little bit here because I can see, look, it says posted 2 days ago. So yep, that's interesting. We're going to press play on this footage And let's
Might
see.
be old. It's Reddit. This could be from like 2007 or something.
I think
But
it's
I'm calling it news.
okay. You can call it news. I think that this is actually. I think I've seen this maybe 4 years ago
Okay.
or something.
Okay.
However, this might be a different one. You know, look, it's how many different. It could look so similar. The best for clearing off big plastic bags and everything. I don't actually know what this is. This looks like it could be a parachute or some huge piece of material that kind of got stuck here. But let's do it.
That's an
Let's.
interesting backstory, actually. This might have been like a parachutist who crashed and now they're just cleaning up the scene.
How
Oh,
scary is
nice.
that thing, though? Can you imagine that
Yeah.
coming towards you?
That's what I'm thinking in wartime now, like urban warfare with drones. Holy crap, that's scary.
Yeah.
Imagine seeing that coming over the bloody roof.
I know, but just the amount of it's crazy. Look at the amount of flames that it is spitting out as
Mm.
well. The dude needs a bit of work on his yaw authority. He's not what is he doing there? Like he has no idea what he's doing. See, that's where FPV would just be so much better. If you were flying this FPV, you would actually know where your, I guess, what is it, flamethrower is pointed. I don't know the technical. What is the technical term we use in our hobby when you attach a flamethrower to your front of your drone? What's that? What's that called? A what?
Illegal.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Highly, highly illegal. Don't do it.
Do not do that as
In
well.
the States, I don't think you can attach any type of weapon whatsoever to a quad, but there's a guy who put a handgun, like a paintball handgun, on a
I've seen
FPV quad, looked
I've
like a
seen that.
wizard.
He got in
Yeah.
trouble as well. I
Really?
think. Yeah, I saw one guy
He
attached a real
siloed it?
handgun. No, it was in
Oh,
the
no,
forest.
no.
He put a real
This guy was
handgun on the front of his
paintball.
drone.
He just owned everyone with it. It was awesome.
All right. Busty B is saying, "Hey, Stu," and Drunken is saying he's got some burning words there, and it's an older video, but it's awesome. That's from Toxic. I wonder if they're couch talk they mentioned. All right, so I don't know what we're still talking about some X-Lite stuff, I think, right there. But yeah, overall, just a cool look. It's another way. It's going to save people's lives, and drones are pretty useful tools. Like they can navigate spaces that typically we haven't been able to do in the past. They're affordable. They're modular. Just all around. I think this is not so much news, but just everybody would know general information. These things can be amazing and used for good. They can be. They are not all evil. The amount of negative press that is surrounded with drones is not fair, I think.
That last video we just showed you, and people will love drones. Show them the flamethrower one.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So you want them to show them this one? Be like, look how good these drones are. Good, right?
yeah, see, look at these, amazing.
What I'm kind of just amazed at that propellant or whatever they're using there. It just comes out in such a steady stream and then disappears. It's like a laser.
Yeah.
It's like a lightsaber, bro. Look at it.
There probably are ones with lasers that could eventually do it with, I guess, lasers. It'd be a lot cleaner.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't want to miss though. What's Jim just zapped Jimmy in the head who's hanging out down here by the trees watching. How'd you get those scars? Oh, never mind. I was watching a drone
Not
show.
sure. Yeah. It
Just
just happens out of nowhere. Lasers can go that far. It could probably zap you in your backyard for like a few miles away.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's it. All right, so that's a little bit of news. Now, this I actually found a news article when I think this one,
Hang
and
on. My
oh,
neighbour's just driving up right next to my window. I was going to close my window once. I'll just mute myself.
sure, bro, I'll do the sound. All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to add some people's names right here. So thank you very much. Will sent through his donation as well. Hey guys, tell us about the leaked DJI FPV drone. All right, we might. Is that true? This microphone's hard to type around.
Bloody hell. I swear that dickhead bloody timed that.
Oh, mate, you're live on the air. You can't use those words.
Oh, of course, you can say dickhead.
Oh, jeez.
That's pretty tame. That's tame. Seen that on a billboard.
Did you?
Probably not, actually. No, probably.
No, I don't think so. So thanks very much. We're now demonetized for that. I'm just... All right.
Apparently last week I snuck in the F word without even realising it, so...
Well, I don't know. We're going to continue. Oh, okay. Camp CM Gaming 2912 says, "Oh no, what did I just say? I just started watching the stream and I see a drone with a flamethrower." Yes, welcome to the FPV Mix. We are doing the FPV news, the UAV news with the Raven as well.
The new $99 build.
That's it. We'll include a flamethrower on top. Ben is saying demonetized as well. First drone, this one is from Freestyle Plus Velocity. First drone tows a sausage. Second drone tries to cook it with the flamethrower. And this Mad Fisher is saying this hobby needs to stop using the word drone since they have a negative connotation to them. Yes. Now look, I used to think like that. I used to say, hey, they're quadcopters, they're multi-rotors. I used to say all these sorts of things, and the general public would be like, oh, so a drone. And I feel like it'd be like now if you went and said, hey guys, we're not calling these computers anymore because people think computing, it can be, that's all they do is play video games. We're going to call these computers that we're going to use for work, we're going to use them, I don't know, what else could you call them? Gosh, typing screens with text. Like, it's just never going to happen. They are known forever as computers. Drones have been, I guess, the language has solidified around them, and they're going to be called drones forever. I agree. It'd be cool if they will use something else, but it's not going to happen. So that's just welcome. That's the way the language. It's a losing battle, and especially for a small hobby like us. When DJI says that they're calling them drones, you've got all those photography pilots out there as well using that language. The small, the 100 or so of us that are watching this stream are never going to make a difference. So I'm going to say call them drones, but show the positive impacts and change the connotations around it instead of changing the word of what we used to classify it. Anyway, we're getting very, very technical right here. Grilled cheese is saying for snacks from the USA. Thank you very much, Grilled Judd. Oh, smashed my microphone right there. Did you hear that?
Who was it last night that said you should just tape it to your face?
Yeah, just have it right here next to my face. Like, hello, welcome to the. I do need a boom. How much better would a boom be though? I think.
And Charlie's side-eyeing you right now. He's like, what is
all right, Charlie.
When you
all
knocked
right.
your mic,
all right.
lagging, but...
All right, here you go, Charlie. Have some snacks, buddy. Hey? Oh yeah, that's delicious. Thanks, guys. Thanks very much. That's from Grilled Cheese. He is giving me a weird look. Here, have some more then. Have some more. All right, let's move on. The next story that we had. Now, this is one that I sent through. I saw this on Reddit as well.
Charlie.
And then what's...
Sorry.
And I'm going to open this up. And let's see. I don't know if this is going to be legal in some countries and not the others. So let's see what we've got here. I've got to I've got a Kickstarter ad. Oh, someone's playing Fortnite on some special monitor. How cool. Anyway, let's have a look here. Now, I'm not going to play the audio. And it's called High Flying Drone Drops Weed over Tel Aviv. So... if I go...
They were planting flowers or something?
I don't think so, bro.
What were they? What is it then?
Let's see. Going to screen share. So these people were dropping drugs from a drone. And let's see. Oh, did they turn comments off? Comments are turned off. All right. So all these little baggies of, I guess, drugs. There is marijuana in there. And they were doing it as some sort of protest. And then all these people were running around scrambling on the ground here, trying to get it because I think it's illegal here. And, well, it's illegal in Australia as well.
Israel, is it?
Yep.
Israel?
And then police said they put out a little press thing saying that there was a drone was dropping dangerous drugs from the sky. So, I don't know, what do you think about this one? Using them in protests.
That's interesting.
I know in the US there'd be a lot of people that'd be like, hey, come and do that around here because it's legal over in a lot of places in the States.
True.
But I don't know. It's definitely not something. You know what I thought? I thought this has got to cost them a lot of money, right? So if that is illegal, I think it's quite expensive in the US from what I've heard. But if that's illegal there, I don't know if that affects prices, if it makes it go up or down, but I would assume a substance like that's tricky to get a hold of is quite pricey. So they're just pretty much like dropping money out of the sky for people running around. Glore FPV is saying how nice of them. Someone's saying that's a hell of a good pilot. Grilled Cheese is saying awesome as well. And Drunken FPV says, my sausage factory just went a wall back now. All right. Mad Fisher is saying cannabis is a flower. Yeah, I'm sorry if I used...
How high do you reckon that drone was?
That's a terrible pun.
What? Do you reckon about 100 feet or?
Yeah, it's probably... Well, I don't think they'd care about...
420 feet.
Maybe look. And I'm sorry if I use the wrong terminology or something, if it's just a flower or something like that. I don't know. I'm not up on that, all that lingo and that sort of stuff, but I'm sure that some people here will be able to educate me. But yeah, oh, he said it's a weed. Okay, maybe that was a joke as well. Sean Williamson saying it's legal in Canberra. I think maybe Bot Grinder was flying this as well. You can see Caleb Young saying it's Bot Grinder, so there we go. Maybe he was over there giving them some advice and that sort of stuff. I don't know. What do you think about that one, Raven?
Yeah, interesting. Very, very interesting story.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, moving on then. All right, there's not too much elaboration on that one. I see. Let's say this one, quiet drones used for filming in NZ. So going back to good old NZ.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of filming over there, I think, because of the whole situation worldwide going on.
Yep.
Looks like they're doing a bit of Mulan filming.
Oh, hang on, I've got it.
It's the live action.
I've got some
Mulan.
still.
Everybody!
What's this ad? Can you hear that? Oh man, that's so loud. How do I get rid of this ad? I'm gonna have to. All right, we'll hopefully skip that.
It was very loud, wasn't it?
Wasn't it? It was wrecking my ears. All right,
it's Mulan, man. It can't be not loud. Come on.
All right, screen share. Let's have a look here. Mulan movie was shot using NZ homegrown quiet drone technology. Okie dokie.
Basically a giant whoop.
Okay.
Like, look at it. If you scroll down, it looks kind of
Whoa.
yeah.
What do we got here? Can you just... Okay, so give me the base story. What are we looking at here? So they're filming this movie, Mulan. It's like a Disney movie.
Like, you remember when we saw that guy...
Streaming on Disney Plus Deluxe for members who are subscribed.
Yep.
Horse. What the hell was that? You remember when we saw that guy get obliterated by the horse?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was a couple of weeks ago. We watched that guy get smashed. Yep.
Yeah, a little while back. They're trying to, I guess, stop that. And that traditionally they've used helicopters to film around horses, and you know that can't be good for horses. So these drones are designed to be quiet, like, and still used for filming around horses, but hopefully not, you know, traumatizing them as much.
Let's see. It had created an aerial microphone sensor that allowed two-way verbal communication in real time, which had search and rescue applications. It's essentially the world's first acoustic sensor technology that allows you to hear what's happening on the ground from a drone in real time. That's crazy. Usually you just hear zzz, but maybe that's how quiet it was. Must have had some big props on there.
Oh, it's pretty much like they've taken a cinematography rig and basically just jimmied up some ducks around it. I'm guessing that'd be 3D printed.
Yeah, it looks it. Maybe it's very expensive.
Talk too much about it too, if it, you know, here, like the tech side of it, because they're probably planning on
commercially.
That,
what's that word? Turning it into a commercial product, maybe, because this definitely looks homegrown. Look at the wires hanging out, the big batteries we've got strapped on there. This is where we need a job, bro, so they can employ us to build these sorts of things. We could get that up and running. I wonder if it was running Betaflight. And then
probably not.
It looks better than this bad boy though. So this looks almost just like a Mavic or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what this...
They're widely used too, I think, because they're just... I guess you'd use them for scouting.
Yeah, but for a quiet filming thing, I guess. Is that going to be our specialty, filming around wild horses in New Zealand? I don't know how much. I don't know how large that market is right there. Okay, here's. Do you know when I first got into this hobby? I saw this stupid video. My phone's going off. Sorry about that. I saw this stupid video about somebody flying around. They just did FPV. This is probably 2015. They flew under a horse on like an old Blackout 250 or something when they were cruising around.
I've seen that.
Yeah, he got absolutely grilled. And he did come back and say he was stupid and he apologized and didn't understand and all that sort of stuff, which I thought took a little bit of gut. He, accepted that he'd done all those really, really dumb things and stuff. But yeah, this drone, it's going to be a lot better for horses. Yeah, I like it. Do you reckon that Phantom in the background is a real picture, or they've just superimposed that in?
You never know these days. It'd be an interesting shot. I'd say, yeah, it's probably real.
Is it? I don't think so. And then how do we even take that photo of that and then that? Do you know, like what's taking this photo? Do we have a drone taking a photo of a drone with another drone in the background? I'm not...
It's a pretty horrible photo too.
It is actually. It is. Maybe they did that on the supplied. This is the one that they gave them.
Yeah.
So,
but once again, they wouldn't want to show high def because
then you'll know what's on there and how to fix it. All right.
The motor mounting looks interesting. Just the
What happens if I
Little white
Google?
pads.
I'm going to Google their bear with me. Their Dotterel Technologies and see what we can come up with. Noise reduction and audio recording technology for unmanned aerial vehicles. It's located in Auckland. All right. Doing some deep dives. Let's have a look here. Listen to the world, not your UAV. Let's see, screen share. So this bad boy, this looks like how that, so they must be sticking this on the front of the drone as well. Okay, so it's a combination of two different things. So they've got a one with a quiet drone. So it's got ducks on it, and then it looks like they were using some of this technology, which has basically a shotgun mic, so you can hear the stuff out the front of the drone. You don't hear all the propellers and everything like that. All right, is that it?
So it's insanely directional, and yeah, it'd be easier to edit out.
That's
I
it.
guess.
And they've also put a speaker on here as well, so you can talk. You know, I don't know why.
I think live interviews. Imagine being interviewed by a drone, like just sitting there in front of your face.
Mate, that's
Like,
the
please don't come
future, you
forward,
know,
please
and
don't come
they're
forward.
flying something out. Yeah, thanks very much. Back to you in the studio. I've got to go now. My people need me. Woo!
Yeah.
So, yeah.
A news presenter's been killed today after a drone decapitated her while interviewing her for a.
That's it. Now, hey, what were we going to talk about? There was something else. I said, hey, let's talk about that. Was it DJI new FPV drone? Is that what someone said?
Really?
Yeah, I thought that.
We had a story about that last week, I think. Unless there's more news about it.
I'm going to search by past 24 hours. No. Let's see. I can't really see too much here. Mainly just people. That's the problem when you search for DJI news.
They don't put much out. They don't really market that way.
I haven't seen much. Looks like maybe if it is out there, please let me know or something. I don't know what that is. All right, Mal's Vex is saying thumbs up for people. Thank you very much. Is there any other news stories, Raven? By the way,
there's one more quick FPV one on the shelf. Like,
okay.
Most of you guys remember DYS.
Yep.
They made Sam Gooks and Sun Fun Motors and a few other things.
Yep.
They went out of business, but why is this not working?
I got it up on mine. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, they're back. So they're now, I think either they're back or they've been bought out by someone else, and they've been rebranded as Flash Hobby. So they're gonna have a whole new line of budget motors.
All right.
Like.
They did make some really, really cool stuff. DYS was a huge, kind of a giant in the motor industry. Like you had Emax, you had T-Motor, you had DYS, and then Brother Hobby. They're big. They're the big names when it comes to, or the large companies when it comes to making motors. So yeah, Flash Hobby. I've actually got some I don't know, some insider scoop information I can tell you right here that's not in here. They've been sending me a whole bunch of WeChat confirmations and everything like that, which is like a messaging app that I use to talk to a lot of these Chinese companies. And yeah, they're like, Stuart, can you please review some of these? Please give us some advice and all that sort of stuff. So that's cool that this is now public and people can actually talk about it, because yeah, DYS, yeah, they're coming back. They just got pretty much a new name, and I wonder if there's going to be new management or something like that. I don't know why they went broke in the past or why they went bust, but at least they've got all their R&D, and it sounds like they've got a lot of the same people working for them as well. So we should have some motors similar to what we expected on the last DYS.
Thing though, because it might be a bit harder now that Emax and iFlight pretty much own the budget motor market at the moment.
Yes.
Like Emax Ecos and iFlight Zing E's.
Yep.
And they've been around for quite a while now, so if these are better and the same price, yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
but if they're more expensive and just the same, then no. So
it's going to be an interesting time for them, I guess, to see. We'll have to see how they go.
yeah.
Too easy. All right. Thanks very much for that, Raven. What else you got on for the rest of the day? We're going to help. We're going to help solve someone's problem as well. We're going to solve Legros. That was 20 minutes ago. He sent us through that. But yeah, we're going to solve Legros' question as well, if you are still here. And I have put your name, Legrove, in that little giveaway form as well.
I can probably hang out for another 15 minutes or so. If you want to do a troubleshooting thing.
Malice has sent me through a picture of the drone. Yeah, we did cover that DJI drone last week. It was the same one. We did. That's what we're talking about. All right. All right, so LeGros Show says my Mobula V2 is rolling. Oh, thanks very much for doing the news, by the way, too, Raven. Very much appreciated. Show some love for Raven in the chat because he takes his time out of this every single week to bring us the most exciting and up-to-date news stories that there is on the internet. So if you appreciate it and you like the news, just... I know it takes a little bit of time to get those news articles together, and I want to say that I really do appreciate it. So thank you very much, my friend. I
to thank Google.
Well, okay, and also thank you, Google. But yeah, if that's you, throw some comments down below as well. Chuck Souls is saying, thanks, Raven. You rock. Thanks, Raven. That's from Moser as well. A lot of people giving you a bit of love in the chat. We're going to move on, Raven. I'm going to get your help from LeGros Show. It says, my Mobula V2 is rolling left and right when doing half turns, and the throttle is up. Throttle is up on its own. Is it a stuck motor? So I wonder what's happening there.
Throttling up on its own while he's doing turns, or
I think it's saying is rolling left and right when he's doing half a turn and the throttle is up on its own. Is it a stuck motor? You know what I think that might be? I think that might be receiver brownouts. So the throttle, if you're turning a little bit and it's getting a brownout and it doesn't go, when you stop, it keeps turning a little bit more. It's probably keeping that last signal in a bit of a brownout phase. And the same thing, if you're throttling up and you go to put the throttle down and it keeps going for a little bit more and then coming down, I think that's the receiver probably losing connection, trying to establish a connection again. And is it only happening when you're flying a long way away? If you could let us know, LeGros Show. Or my advice to try to fix all this, if it is not that, and you've changed your battery connector and make sure that everything is all nice and snug and working, I think update to the latest firmware and make sure air mode. If air mode is not enabled, maybe it's doing some weird things and the throttle is low and the PID tune is wobbling all around. But the problem could be a brownout. That would explain what's happening. What do you reckon, Raven?
I would want to say, what radio does he have? Has he calibrated the controller? And maybe he should go into beta flight, go to the receiver tab, and make sure there's no jitter or mixing going on when he's having a look at his channels.
Definitely, yeah.
So when you raise throttle, none of the others should move, etc., etc.
Yep, that is absolutely good advice as well. And that's what I love about the receiver tab. It is a great place to diagnose problems. That's when you see the receiver tab working correctly, that's probably the trickiest part about setting up a whole drone. Once that receiver tab's working and your sticks are corresponding to the way that you want them to, it's easy. You can go in there and change some of the modes. Bob's your uncle, you are off to the races. But before that whole binding and little setup to get to that receiver tab working the way you want it can be a little bit confusing as well. You know what I hate actually about Betaflight is the channel mapping is so hidden. If you didn't know what you were looking at, when you're setting up a new drone and you look at that channel mapping in the top right hand corner, it's the same as like the RSSI. Like there's so many other little drop down menus there. I wish it had a big box that said check your channel mapping, all radios, all quads must do this, or I don't know, I've got a few people caught out on that before. They don't understand that it's such an easy option to change, but it's in the the 7th page down, and I don't know. Anyway, I might just be rambling here. Raven's going quiet.
Auto option would be great, but I'm almost of the belief that you have to sort of make it hard to force people to learn that for themselves, because if it's all easy and automatic, you're going to get people flying that don't understand what they're flying.
What about if it was just on the first page though, and it just had select your channel mapping? Like it had to be a mandatory option that said, okay, choose one right here. It doesn't have to be hidden on that menu. As long as you are going through and you can actually see it there. It's the only part that I've got no problem with it. You needing to understand it. The part that I don't like is that it doesn't. The skills you need to go and find that and find out what that means and understand that is relevant over, say, like the RSSI value that you need to put in, and some of those other, there's no differentiation between what is important and what can be left alone. That's the annoying part for me. So anyway, on that, I will, thanks very much for doing the news, Raven, FPV 187. I'm going to play a little jingle here because I've got to say a big thank you to Duck FPV. That was it for the UAV news with Raven FPV. Thank you very much, Raven. I will see you next week, mate.
See you guys.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. I know he tried. He said, see you guys. I tried to cut him off right there, like we do every single week. Big shout out to Raven. Thank you very much. But if he was just saying, see you guys, he got it in there. There we go. All right. Jumping back here. Drunken Bullet's giving me a bit of a smile as well. Kiz is saying people should have to solve elaborate math questions. People should have to solve elaborate math questions to change things in Betaflight. Okay, there we go. And Emmett is saying, I like DJI and consumerism. LaGrosho says, late for the answer, but he heard it. Thanks. Absolutely my pleasure. Please, if you get stuck, email me and include as much information as you can. Maybe some DVR. Show me what's happening on the receiver sticks. Make some videos about it as well. That sort of stuff. John Davis is saying, calibrate dance. And I have an Uncle Bob. So there you go, Chris Fitz. And Avivi1 says, how long is the stream going to be? We have probably about 50 minutes to go, maybe 40 minutes to go. And Chuck's also saying you need a flux capacitor there as well. So Test Pilot Tim, I want to say a big shout out to you. Thank you very much for your donation. We're in the middle of the news right there, but he's saying, yo, Stu. So, yo, back at you. G'day, Test Pilot Tim. Let me add your name to the list, my friend. Test Pilot Tim. And you're now in the draw as well to win this bad boy. So this is what we're going to be giving away. It is a diatone. I think it's the 329 or 32. I don't know. This bad boy, I'll see if I can find the link. This little purple beast right here, ready to rock and roll. It's got a FreeSky receiver all hooked up and soldered in. All you got to do, plug your battery and bind it up, and away you go. And also Roscoe Sticks adjusted through another donation as well. I'm going to add his name twice. You know why? Because let's do it. Let's say thanks very much there, Roscoe. Okie dokie. Scrolling down. And Sean Williams is sending through, okay, as well, a little bit of unicorn love right there. Thank you very much, Sean Williams. If you've got any questions, please fire them away down below. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you and pretty much get up, get flying. If you've got any drone issues whatsoever, that's what we're here for. As Ace Man says, hey Stu, what's the tip for the day? I'm heading to the track soon. All right, my tip for the day. Gee, a drone tip for the day. That could be interesting. All right, something that I've learned. Okay, here's a good tip. If you are going out to the flying field and you have something important to do, maybe you've got something that you really want to capture. You might be having to record something. You might have to do a little bit of work for somebody. You might really pay to do a mock flight. I know it's going to take some time, but nothing worse is getting to the field, and I should take my own advice here. Nothing is worse than getting to the field and be like, man, I forgot my goggle battery, I forgot this battery, I forgot that one cable, that one thing that I need to do. Do a mock flight. So what you do, you get in your garage, your backyard, wherever it's be, and you go through that exact process. Okay, here it is. The only thing you don't do is hover your drone. So you can have your drone, well, maybe you can hover your drone, but you check the videos working. Check everything, go through your entire flight, and this is especially true if you're going to be doing some flying overseas, and you might be going away on holidays. If you're taking your kid there and you don't have access, man, there's a lot of love coming through on the chat for these UAV tips. But yeah, do a mock flight first. So that would be my little plus. Man, the donation train has absolutely taken off right here. Thank you very much. Roscoe Stick, all right, we've got Toxic FPV. All right, and we've also got the Drunken Bullet saying to give Charlie a snack. Let's add you guys again. Why not? And Drunken Bullet. Whew. All right, one of the legends himself. Yes, we will give Charlie a snack. Look at him hanging out just there. And let's get a snack. We're running low on snacks, Charlie. We're going to have to get some more, buddy. So here you go. This is from Drunken Bullet. And also, I've got to do it like this. And also, there you go. That's from Toxic, the winner of yesterday's giveaway, actually. So he's got his 5-inch that I've got to get some shipping details from him, and we'll send something out for him as well. JFPV is here. He's saying thumbs up, everybody. Moser131 is saying autoscan. Don't you dare do autoscan. Don't even get me started. I honestly feel like the more I talk about autoscan, the more it becomes this little trigger for me. I just grate my teeth. Don't autoscan. Oh my God, I'm not even going to get into it. Woo! All right, JPV said 80 people and 49 thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up button. All right, we're going to have a little game here. Let's see. Can we get more than 80 thumbs up with the 57 people watching? If that is you, if you were sitting there, you might be on the toilet watching this. You might be watching this just hanging out in your lounge room, or you might be hanging out in the office when you're meant to be doing some work. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. And there we go. Kimbo was saying 70% of bots swarm in 15 minutes. Hey, Stu from FPV Y. And Roland B says, I'm having difficulty mounting a VTX to my folding wing glider. Any suggestions? Velcro, glue, double-sided tape, zip ties, any of the above. Just don't use a stapler. Wisecracker says, Stu, what do you think of FPV RC cars? I absolutely love them. I think for me, the more I get into this hobby, the more I realize it is about the people, right? So if you are a drone pilot, if you are an RC car driver, I don't know what the term is there, if you are a FPV freestyler, if you are a racer, whatever it is, and you're doing around, if you're playing with the FPV, I couldn't care less if you're using a car or using a plane or using a glider, or you know what? Why? Because it's all fun. Are you getting out there? You're meeting people. You're hanging out, having fun, just talking shop. You're making friends. It is just such a life-changing hobby that FPV is so special, and it can even be line of sight. Just RC is cool, man. RC is really, really cool. What do I think of him? I say, mate, more power to you. The only thing I don't want to see is I would probably get a little bit frustrated if I had some RC pilots that just were blasting out 800 milliwatts and they didn't realize the damage that can cause to a drone. If you knock a drone out of the sky because they can't see in their FPV system, it's going to be a lot more damage usually than an RC pilot on the ground, a car pilot or a car driver. When there's crashes, they just lose signal. They can just let go of the throttle. The car's probably just going to roll around. Toxic FPV says, here is more money to get Charlie more treats. Toxic, stop it, brother. You're going to be broke by the end of this show, but thank you very much. It is very much appreciated. Your name is already in here, what, like 3 times today, brother? You're just trying to win this second prize. Roland B says, and that's why you are the quad father. All right. Thank you very much there, Roland B. Why is that? Because I appreciate RC cars? I'm not too sure. And JP says, hey Stu, can you check out this Cine Pro and let me know what you think of it? Absolutely, I can. Let's have a bit of a Google right there. Wisecracker saying, I agree. Thanks, man. And Chuck's all saying, if you're new, avoid Spectrum. Yeah, I've had that conversation before where Spectrum is just seems like too much hard work. If you had to ask me. All right, a Cinewhoop under $100. What? Let's have a look here. Is this true? Let's see. Where is it sold? Sold on Bangers. Okay. I've got my doubts. It looks cheap. Pre-orders. Okay, let's have a look here. It actually doesn't look terrible. It's $100. What do you guys think about this? Going over here to screen share. $100. Whew. I don't know. Let's see. What do you guys think of this? Let's have a look at some of the components. Does it tell us? Blah, 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 blah. Here we go. This is what we want to see. Okay, so we've got a 20 amp F4. 1106 3800 kV. I've never heard of that. We've got a... Okay, was that a Tramp VTX? Oh, that's the Pro. I'm looking at the Pro version. What's the difference? Split 3 Nano. Oh, that's the HD. Okay, I gotcha. Takes a 2 to 4S LiPo. Yeah. They look fun, but I don't know, it's not my favorite style of quad, these things, and but if the tune works, like they're relatively simple machines, and if it's got an F4 in here, the only thing that might be a bit interesting is those motors. If those motors are okay, it's all right. Oh, look here, it says what, 12 amp, and if I scroll down here, I thought the ESC was a 20 amp, so I don't know which one of those we're going to be able to look at. Drunken FPV has just sent through a really, really random super chat, but we've got to read it out there because it's a super chat. And he says, hey Stu, tell us your 2 favorite Indian dishes or sausages. All right. I am going to say, look, you guys are going to really disapprove here, but one of the 2 best things you can get from an Indian place around here, I absolutely love. Nothing beats a garlic naan That's welcome to the FPV mix, where we're going to be talking Indian food. So the garlic naan, and also probably just some butter chicken. Like, I know how Westerner that sounds, and it's not even a typical traditional Indian dish, but it tastes amazing, right? So that's why I like that. All right, so they're my two favorite dishes. If you want to hang out and you bring some Indian while we're flying, it's gonna be a good time. Make sure you got those garlic naans right there. I'm gonna add your name right here to the list as well. Drunken. There we go. Drunken FPV. All right, and also Donnie. So we're going to have Donnie coming up as well a little bit in the show. And we got something special to talk about for Donnie as well. Kiz Bartlett is saying butter chicken isn't bad at all. Yeah, the only difference is it's not a real Indian dish. It doesn't even exist in India. And here's a little bit of backstory about Stuart's life. Why does this microphone keep doing that? Let's change this. I've really got to fix this up. But I think I did a little bit of traveling in India at one point in my life, and I do enjoy some Indian food. And it was like I would wake up and they'd be like, "What do you want for breakfast?" I was like, "Mate, can you cook me up some of these curries?" Every single day, every single meal for like a month straight, I was eating just curry, and they'll be most of the time like, "That's just not what we eat for breakfast." I was like, "Mate, I'll pay you double if you can make me this right now." It was absolutely delicious. Toxic FPV saying it's all about the curry, and Felix is saying the best stream in FPV. What's up, everyone? We've got 80 people watching, 63 thumbs up. We're about to do our daily dose of Dom, but what we're going to do, I want to check out some of your videos right now, actually, because we wanted to do this yesterday. Let's have a look here. And if I scroll down to share your videos, share your videos, let's have a look what is going to be happening. And I can't even, I've lost it. Share your vids here. Oh, mate, I was actually looking at it. It's on the screen. I was looking at the wrong bit. Okay, let's see. Let's find out. Where are we going to be flying? What are we going to be looking at? There's a few in here. I really would like to watch this one, right? Oh, it's an Instagram picture. Okay, I don't know about that. Let's see what. No, that's just the picture. Let's have a look. Okay, Random Family Man. We're going to be watching one of his first ever flights, I guess. Let's have a look here. Let's open this up. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Screen share. I wonder, there's probably going to be music, so I've got it muted. Let's have a look. Oh, it's just straight DVR noise. Mate, you got to turn that down. Oh, my ears. All right, here we go. Oh, he's doing a roll. And you got to remember, how long has Random Family been flying? Probably, what, a week? 2 weeks or something like that. So very, very cool stuff to see him ripping around. And what a nice paddock. This place is kind of a dream to fly. You've got the right spacing of trees. He's doing some flips and rolls. I'm going to say, here's my advice, Random Family Man, watching this footage back. If you're a newcomer, the flips and rolls, they're the easy part. And for me, they're actually the least exciting part when it comes to flying. The most exciting thing you can do is try to do some nice turns and have some nice little gaps that you can shoot while you're cruising around on here. This looks perfect. However, you are in horizon mode, so if you need to change anything, flick the switch, get it out of horizon mode, and put it in acro mode. I know it's going to be a little bit harder to fly, but don't learn the bad habits of flying around on angle mode. Switch it over to a acro mode, which is basically no mode. Take it out into the middle of this big field here, because you're going to crash it. It's going to get out of control very, very quickly, but it is such a better flight experience. So don't get stuck. You're training yourself incorrectly here, flying around on horizon mode. Random Family Man said this was my second flight. Oh, this was his second ever flight? What a jerk. No, you're not meant to be that good, mate. What an absolute jerk. So people are not going to be happy with that. But yeah, so this is actually pretty good then, if that's your first flight. Blow up the Cron as well, one of the UAV crew. Great to see you blow up the Cron in here as well. He says, please talk about your first FPV flight. So my first ever flight, when it comes to FPV, I don't have any videos of it. I went to the Oval, which was behind my house, and I made sure there was no one around. I was a little bit nervous. I put the battery. I probably took about 15 minutes to set up when it should have taken me 60 seconds, right? Plugged the battery in to check did everything. I went and sat in the middle of this field and flew around myself. The video reception was very, very poor. I was getting some bad breakup. I couldn't really see it all, and I was pretty much just doing a circle, and I was extremely nervous. It did not, it didn't put me at ease anyway. I was like, I need more space. That's what I realized. Even though it was like a big cricket oval, I was like, I need a bit more space here. So if things go wrong, I need not any houses or anything like that. So I made sure I found a better field that was more forgiving if I was going to crash as well. It had a little bit of some longer grass there, and I made sure I fixed up my video issues. But my very first flight, it was kind of a little bit scary. And then my second flight, I was going up to this different field. It was a bit bigger, and I think I wanted a spotter there. So you always want to have someone there. Just made me feel a little bit more confident in my abilities, because the first time you put those goggles on, if you've got no one to help you, and my heart was racing. I was a little bit nervous. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, definitely a little bit tricky. Toxic FPV is saying Acro is so much fun and not that bad once you get the stick time in. And yeah, definitely practicing on the sim. I absolutely agree. Blow Up the Cron is saying do I want to read that? He still had to go, but I'm not going to read his message because I know you guys will clip that. Random Family Man says, trying Acro yesterday, but started getting bombed by a magpie. He was laughing the whole time. And Chris Fitz says, probably on the wrong channel. You should have auto-scanned. Don't even get me started, Chris Fitz. I probably, actually, you know what? We didn't have auto-scan. Back when I started to fly, there was no such thing as auto-scan. And Moonrunner FPV says, does Whoop and Bind and Fly quads need BL Heli installed, or is that only to change the direction and the new ESCs? All right, so you sound a bit, this question, I'm going to guess that you might be a new pilot coming into the hobby here. So does a Whoop and a Bind and Fly quad need BL Heli installed, or is it only to change the direction of a new ESC? If it's a Bind and Fly, it's already going to have, you don't need to change the direction of the ESC. It is the ESCs are going to be running the firmware already, where you don't need to install anything onto the ESCs. So they're already probably 99% of the time going to be running BL Heli S or BL Heli 32. And don't bother upgrading. Don't do any of that stuff. If you're a new pilot, leave it alone. Stop playing with it. It'll fall off. I mean, don't touch it. Why? Because you're just going to muck something up. Leave it as it is. You don't need to flash to the latest firmware. You don't need to muck around with your filters. You don't need to upgrade firmwares. All that sort of stuff, just leave it. If it's a Bind and Fly, leave it alone. Now, if you're talking about a Whoop, most of the time, if it's a brushed Whoop, well then that's totally different. If it's a brushless Whoop, they're going to be, they pretty much sold as Bind and Flies anyway. So if we have a little bit more information there, I will be able to help you. Lars LD ICT says, hey Stu, my Crossfire Nano receiver came without a heat shrink and I don't have any wide enough. Will wrapping in electrical tape be fine? First things first, Lars, I want to say thank you very much for that chat. I'm going to give Charlie a little bit of snack here. Yes, Charlie, I know we're running dry here, buddy. Won't be. We'll get some more today. He's looking at me like, okay. Jumping down here to Doggo Cam. Yeah, that's from Lars. Oh, thanks. Oh, I dropped it. You'll find it, Charlie. Oh, thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. Electrical tape is absolutely fine. If you want to wrap it in that, jumping back here to my face cam. Yep. Wrap it in electrical tape, that you have no problems whatsoever doing that. Or something that you can do as well, if you want to leave the top of the receiver exposed, you can just put a little bit of double-sided tape underneath and then use that to secure it down. The double-sided tape is not going to be conductive at all, so it's not going to short out or anything like that. Also, you know, I would recommend to buy some extra heat shrink. You're never going to regret it. You're always going to use it, especially in this hobby. You're going to go through a lot of it. All right. Roland B says, I tried using paste to mount a VTX to my folding glider. I figured it would weigh less, but it kept eating it. I've been auto-scanning too. All right, let's ignore Roland B right there. Oh, and W Flag says, my receiver is held in by tension between the antennas and the cables to the flight controller. I don't know, you know, as long as it's not going anywhere, you should generally be okay. And just a small piece of electrical tape to keep it off the frame. That's all you really need. All right, let's see, what other videos can we find? So we're checking out randoms, jumping over here. Let's have a look at the Discord as well. License to drive, here we go. Electrical fireflies dancing at dusk. So let's open up this one right here. So let's check out is there music on this one? It's probably. Oh, all right. We're gonna have to make do with my music right here. A bit of screen share. All right, so we're flying around. Let's have, oh mate, this is actually pretty cool. What do we got on the back of here? Like got some sparklers or something like that? That's kind of interesting. Let us know, license to drive. What actually did you have? Does it give us any information here? I'm going to give it a little bit of a thumbs up. So, oh, we've got two of them. Mate, you know what I'm jealous of? You've got some mates to fly with. That's the part that I'm most jealous of. Besides having an awesome little track here. Whew. That's what do you guys think? I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. And the best bit, I don't know where you guys are sitting though. Nice yard, very very cool for some whips. You could definitely do some amazing stuff right there. So there you go, license to drive. I got to say, a nice little video, nice fun, creative way to do some flying. Jumping back here to my face cam, which is this bad boy. All right. And Postman Drone says, hey Stu, do you have any recommendations for a cheap laptop to purchase that will everything you need to run Betaflight? There's just so many options and I don't want to spend the money. Most of the time, I am not the one to, maybe someone can post this in live stream chat, so not live stream chat, in our Discord live stream chat, so which is this bit right here. So if I go to screen share, most of the time, if you could post this in here, I think even a very, very smoked, what is this? This is a sausage candle. Okay, sausage-scented candles do exist. Thank you very much, Kiz. All right, that's what we were talking about earlier in the stream. But yeah, if you know enough about computers and cheap laptops and you've got a recommendation, please throw it in here. And if all you want to do is run Betaflight, I think you'll find that even the most basic laptop can kind of do that. So if you're not looking for gaming or editing or anything like that, you can definitely go and check that out. Jumping back here to Facecam. Let's have a look right here. And pressing this button, jumping over here. All right, and let's see. License Drive says there were indoor fireworks attached to the quad so they sparkle without throwing out lots of heat. What is an indoor firework? Like, is that, can someone tell me in Australia, is that what we call the sparkler? It's just like a long stick of sparkly gunpowder that's kind of tacked on a piece of wire. Let's see, Merrick D is asking, can you help please? I can't get the $99 drone from 1 year ago to work with the FlySky receiver. Can you please help me? What you will need to do, depending on that flight controller that you're using, what do you mean you can't get it to work? My biggest tip is, if you're not using S-Bus, you have to solder up to a different UART. So look at the diagram, the schematic that comes with the wiring about the flight controller that you have. And if you peel back from memory on that flight control, this is going back a couple of years, that from the $99 build is about over 2.5 years old now. But if you peel that back, you will find a open UART there, which is kind of in the middle of the board. That's where you'll need to solder your signal wire to if you are using FlySky. Roscoe Stick says, mate, that's something you have to work on growing yourself. I can only give you advice. I don't know what we're talking about right there. Random Family Man says, I bought a second-hand light gaming laptop cheap. It works sweet. And Rudy just realized he was watching yesterday's stream. So there you go, Rudy. Welcome to the FPV Mix. It's all about having fun. We've been streaming for 71 minutes. We've got 75 thumbs up, and we've got a lot of sevens here. 78 people watching. Gamer Drone says, Amazon refurbished computers. I got a good one for $120. Well, there you go. That's pretty good. And Betaflight on the phone app, and Crazy Bee is good as well. Yes, you can use your phone. I do, however, feel like a laptop or a computer is going to be easier than working on the phone. That's just how I feel. And Wisecracker says, Stu, what would it take to get my name on the blackboard behind me? These are the FPV legends. Every single one of these people has sent through, it was like over a $100 donation, and it's just something special that I can say, hey, thanks to you. I'm appreciative of everybody who was in this stream. The people watching, whether you donate or don't donate, I am very, very grateful just to have you here, hanging out, having fun. But these legends, I wanted to do something a little bit more special. So I put their name up on the board, and I couldn't be more grateful. So thank you very much for believing in this channel, supporting what I do, and ultimately we are changing people's lives. This is the entire mission and ethos about UAV Futures, just getting people flying, empowering them with the power of FPV, the community behind it, the friends they make, the challenges that they will solve, getting it there, having fun, relaxing, exploring new places, meeting new people, all that mind-blowingly amazing stuff. And thank you for helping us share that journey. I couldn't be more humbled and privileged to be here talking about this. All right. Johnny DRC says, I know Betaflight and INAV, but I don't know how to. Okay. Thiago Smith says, guys, go with your liquid electrical tape. It's not that hard to find and very easy to install once it dries. Hard to get loose. Besides trying to read that sentence, I'm going to say, I don't agree with liquid electrical tape because it can be a problem if you want to take it off. Yeah, and Johnny DRC says he's got a new Dell laptop, and Wisecracker's giving me some thumbs up as well. We're going to watch one more video in the share your vids here, and then we're going to do our daily dose of Donny and find out what is going on with the Don. So we'll share your vids here. Let's have a look. Wow, this looks pretty nice. Ooh, test pilot Tim. Let's do this. Do we have music? I like it. I like it already. And it's Test Pilot Tim. Are you the same person who was hanging out with Sean Williams? Is that in my mind, or is that somebody else? Am I getting confused here? If you're still here, Test Pilot Tim, check this bad boy video out. Model aviation is not a crime. So we've got a few little political messages we've got right here. And let's see, showing over here to main screen share. Okay, let's do it. This looks kind of cool. All right, so we're in New Zealand, ribbon packs. Is that you down there, or did you start from up the top? I'm not too sure because we just got that random person standing there down below. Whew. This is the country that I want to move to. This would be the dream. Look how green it is. There's nice hills, nice scenery. It's strangely sunny here. I don't know how windy it would be. I'm going to guess because it's on the coast, it's going to be fairly windy, but it doesn't look too bad. It actually doesn't look that bad down there. It looks like a beautiful day there. You need to adjust this GoPro angle. That's killing me just a little bit. Look at that. Go back here. Look at this. That's gorgeous. Don't you guys want to fly there? I would definitely be keen in trying to cross this little river right here. And let's keep pressing play. Just reading some of the comments. I'll do the drone noises. So there we go. Flying around. Very, very cool stuff. I wonder if these people are watching it as well. The only part that's bugging me here, it's this angle, mate. You've really got to put a little wedge on your GoPro so we can, or whatever you're filming and recording this with, make sure that it has a bit of an angle on here, about 30 degrees or so, because at the moment, whenever you're going in forward front flight, we can't see anything. And try to match it up with your FPV angle, actually. So there's a good little tip. If you match your FPV angle to your GoPro angle, you're going to have a much better time flying around. Your footage is going to look a lot nicer rather than staring at the ground the whole time, because this bit, it's not doing the footage justice. We've got to wait till you're slowing down, and then yeah, there we go. And maybe try not to fly over people as well, because they can give it a little bit upset. That would be another tip of mine. But look at this gorgeous place. Where is this, man? This looks like a dream to live here. Please throw that in the comments. Where is this? Chris Croft says you would not want to move to NZ. Please let me know why you think that is. And jumping over here to Facecam, Will Cross is planning on flight test and crashing at a Talon V2. Is that the plastic frame? Is it the Talon PO? If it's the plastic one, mate, you are never going to break that thing. Or if you happen to do break one of the little arms or struts, I do believe it's just going to keep going and going and going. It's going to be like a little Energizer battery. Let me add your name to this list as well. Again, Will. Okie dokie. Johnny DRC says, I'd love to live there. Other people still talking about laptops, all that sort of stuff. We've got 93 people watching, and that's gotten bigger. That's grown. That's what she said. Anyway, 92 people watching. We've got 82 thumbs up. Let's do it. Let's see if we get 100 thumbs up. And it is time now for our daily dose of Donny. We're going to find out what is going on with the Don. That's if he is still watching this. If he's in here, around here somewhere, we'll see if he pops in to Discord. I'll be able to have a chat with them, answer some of the questions. Oh, yeah, look at that. I just saw him pop in there. What an absolute legend. I'm going to jump in there, say hello. He's got himself muted. And we'll find out. So, Donny, I'm talking to you now. You're going to be watching this stream in about 10 seconds from now. I'm going to be clicking in there. We're going to be saying hello. Find out what is going on with the Don. So, and I promise no singing as well. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Mic check, mic check. What's going on, Donny? Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
What's going on, brother?
Oh, not much.
What have you been up to? Your audio sounds good, man. Sounds clear. Did you get a new microphone?
Yeah. No, I used the newer mic that came with the Galaxy S20.
Okay, fair enough. No, it's sounding good. So first things first. Now, chat. this is we've got a couple of things, right? So Donnie, number one, we check in this all the time. You gave up cigarettes how many days ago?
18 days today.
And you still haven't had a cigarette in 18 days?
18 days,
You
no cigarette.
absolute legend. Let's give Donnie some rounds of applause there in the chat as well. Share him a bit of love because, look, we're all about changing people's lives here on UAV Futures. And whether that be through drones or if you can even do something, if you've been thinking about smoking or you just want to improve your life in some way, I'm proud of you. And Donnie, I want to say to you, mate, I'm proud of you for smoking for 25 or however long you smoked for your life and then to say, hey, I'm going to give up. Well done, mate. You absolute legend. We're getting a lot of love too. Says people saying, "Holy smokes, Donnie, you the man." That's a big boy's number. Some other word. I think congratulations, Don. Nice work, Don. Game of Drones says you quitter. Too easy. Gunner saying, well,
never quit quitting.
Yeah, never quit quitting. Well done, Donnie. Toxic FPV says that's why Donnie is on the board, an absolute legend. So yeah, thank you, Donnie, for doing that for yourself. I'm proud of you, man. So well done. And I want to say, you don't know how you might be changing someone else's life. So somebody else might be watching this. Someone else might be going through quitting their smoking journey, and they might, whether they've had some missteps or they've fallen off the bandwagon and they're still trying to quit and all that sort of stuff. You might be the catalyst that makes them think, yeah, I'm going to change my life too. If Donnie can do it, I can do it. You might have just saved somebody's life, bro. You never know.
Well, I hope so, because, I mean, you changed my life.
Oh,
so.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Do you reckon drones have changed your life?
Oh, yeah, big time. It's definitely changed my life. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But it's also reconnected me with my patients.
Mm-hmm.
Because I lost that along the ways of life, I guess.
Okay. What do you think?
And
yeah.
It made me look at the world differently. Both in whatever. I mean, in a gray area, if need be. Say, I mean, a lot more on the positive side of things. Like, I think that's another reason that gave me a push towards quitting cigarettes, because some of the FPV events that I went to, maybe it's just me or what, but it seemed like there was less cigarette smokers. I mean, there was probably just as many vapors too, but still, yeah, it's just the positivity in this community is just, it's unreal.
It's overwhelming sometimes, isn't it? The amount of love that this has for such an online community. I know I've got 2 super chats here. I'm going to read them in just a little bit, but the amount of love that this community has for, and it's a community that is largely also based on the internet, and there is so much positivity behind it, and the amount of negativity is actually quite low. Like when I think of the 11 or 13,000 members, like that's a lot of people we have even on Discord. The amount of positivity there versus a couple of 1 or 2 silly people that we have to take care of, but it is just nothing but overwhelming love most of the time. And I feel like that it's all a big bucket of love we're all rolling around in. Hey, I just got to read these 2 super chats out that I want to ask you something. So Chucker sent through a donation. Looks like I'm going to have to pay this forward to you, Donnie. He sent through a donation. He says, awesome effort, Don E. So he sent through his own money, mate, just to say awesome effort to you. So thank you very much, Chucker, for that support, and also for saying those kind words for Donnie. Test pilot Tim, he's saying that place is just down the road from gold mining town in North Island, Wahi. Thanks for the tips on the GoPro. He was just strapping it on, so absolutely my pleasure there, my friend. It sound like we're going to get some more gorgeous footage from you. Hopefully we're looking at the horizon a little bit more. And Felix FPV says, shout out to Poncho and Chichi. So there you go, those little shout out to them. I'm going to put your names in those lists again, my friends. So there we go. So there's Felix FPV. You're going to go in the draw for winning this little bad boy we've got right here.
Oh, Roscoe Sticks wants me to say sausage.
Okay. All right, I'm going to add Test Pilot Tim's name again. Tim. So there we go, Test Pilot Tim. And who we had? Shaka. We're going to put Shaka's name in here. You having dinner, bro?
I'm preparing dinner.
Oh, no. All right. Is it anything special?
Yeah, I was gonna do some steaks, but you know, I've really been liking this meal my brother started back when he lived with me. It's a steak strips and sauce over rice.
Okay.
And
Sounds nice.
yeah, it's really good,
All right.
and it's filling. And
What
yeah.
I want to say here, I want to interrupt you because, brother, today we might even get some double Donny love in the chat. Is it your birthday? Have I heard that correctly? Is today your birthday?
It is my birthday, and I'll put this out. I'll give you 2 clues. Pretty much, you guys just got to put the math together. But I
younger than
pretty
Russ?
much.
Well, that's obvious. Everyone's younger than Russ. But yep.
Let's just say I smoked for 30 years, and I started when I was 15.
Okay. So for somebody good at maths, happy 45th. I'm not going to say the number,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
all right, happy,
you got it right.
all right, happy
45 years young.
45 years young there, brother. Happy birthday. Let's say happy birthday to Donny in the chat as well. So it's his cake day. And I hope you have a fantastic day,
sausage,
Donny.
man. Sausage day.
All right, yeah, I hope you get some sausage. That sounds totally inappropriate. It sounds like having some beef. But yeah, man, I just want to say happy birthday. Thanks so much for being on the show and also being a positive member of our community and sharing the love of FPV. I know you do a lot in your local place. You don't have any other pilots to fly with, but I hear a lot of stories of you just showing people how awesome drones can be, showing people the goggles, and it's a lot of positive stories about it. I know it's changed your life, and when I look at where the first video I ever saw of yours to now, I'm amazed, and it has really shown me too that this hobby transcends boundaries on friendships, because you live on the other side of the planet, and I chat to you all the time, and I on first impressions, I don't think we probably would have, our paths wouldn't have crossed if it wasn't for these sorts of things. Even if we lived in the same town and it wasn't for drones, I don't know, maybe I'd be stuck in a school, doing that, my day-to-day sort of office work. And I'm so grateful for drones to be able to meet so many amazing people out there and broaden my horizon on just how many amazing people there are in the world, and they don't have to be the same. Not ecosystem is not the right word, but there is so many people that I'm trying to succinctly sum this up. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it doesn't matter where somebody comes from or what they're doing with their life. There's still amazing people out there. Don't judge people too quickly, and just I'm so grateful for the positivity that drones bring to people's lives. And yeah, anyway, it's universal. There we go. Roscoe Sticks is summing it up. Drones are universal. It's all about sharing that love. We've got a lot of happy birthday to the mum. It's the sausages would have never crossed without FPV. Happy birthday, Don. Sup, dude. Yeah. That is from Buddy Jay. And yeah, just happy 45th birthday. Almost 2 years. I'm almost 2 years older. That's from License to Drive. Happy birthday, man, from LeGros. And what else have you got? Happy birthday from Mel's Vex. Man, you got so many birthday messages. Chucker even said, Donny, sausage for dinner. Happy birthday, with a super chat as well, Chucker.
Great.
So too easy. All right, mate. Well, look, I'm going to let you. What else you got on for the rest of the evening? You're just going to take it easy. You're going to.
I'm trying to get. I've actually got a request for a 3D print, and I moved my printing station because I got my cable today, and I don't know. So I did something, so I'll figure it out.
All right, so you're going to be doing a bit of 3D printing, designing some stuff, working on that sort of stuff. Yep. I want to say I'm proud of you, man. 18 days. Quitting smokes, and you did it even before your 45th birthday. What a birthday present to have a healthier set of lungs. Good on you, man. Just improving your life and being an inspiration, a bit of a role model to some other people out there. So I want to say thank you very much for our daily dose of Donny. And Toxic even said with the super chat, happy 45th birthday, Don E. Now, if you ever want to chat to Donny, he is often on this channel, on the Discord all the time. You can jump in. A really, really nice, friendly dude. If I jump over here to the Discord and scroll up, so you can see right now, if I go to screen share right here, this Trev's personal bleep line, you'll often find Donny just hanging out in here, talking all sort of stuff, talking all FPV. It could just be talking life as well, and just generally having fun. So there you go, Donny. I can see we've got Vive in there as well, or Viv, I'm not too sure how to pronounce that. I want to give a shout out to that little gentleman because he jumped in yesterday, and it was really nice to talk to he's 15. It was really nice to talk to somebody who, well, a kid who was patient, was well researched, was well mannered, and asked some questions instead of just expecting me to spoon feed him everything. And he was quite open about, you know, the pros and cons of all these different drone questions. And it was nice to talk to somebody so mature, even though they're actually quite young. So big shout out to that little gentleman as well. But anyway, that is our daily dose of Donnie. Let's share some love, some thumbs up as well in the chat. You can do that. And yeah, share some happy birthday love and some non-cigarette love as well for you there, Donnie. I hope you have an awesome day, man. Happy birthday.
Thank you. You guys have a good night.
All right. Catch you, brother. I'll catch you on Discord tonight. Or
Okay.
tomorrow morning for you, or sometime I'll be on later today. I got to go do some
Your
shopping.
time, my time, same bat channel.
Yeah. Catch you, brother.
See you, buddy.
All right. So there we go. That's our daily dose of Don. What we're going to do, we're almost wrapping on the shop. We've been going for 89 minutes. I do want to check out one of the legends himself, though. It's called Earhole Crash, and this is from one of the Clip That Legends. So it is Kiz, and I'm going to give him a thumbs up. Oh, it looks like I might be first. I can even put a first comment on here. He's published a video. We're going to check that out. So for anybody who doesn't know, this is one of Kiz's videos. Let's press play. Is there music? Oh, I'm gonna. Okay, here we go. Flying around. Pretty cool place to be buzzing around. Oh, he's looking at himself. There we go. Oh, into the ear. So never a good time. You could definitely. I saw also a picture. Kiz had put some chairs up. If you are flying around whoops in the house, chairs and other things are absolutely fantastic to be able to fly through. So there you go, Kiz. Do we have any other flight videos? Oh, no, we've just got our clipped reaction. Do I dare even clip on this? I'm going to say no. I'm going to wait till we go back to the clip that kind of video. But anyway, look. That's kind of the stream, guys. We've been streaming for 90 minutes today. Not very exciting for me. I've got to go do some food shopping. Hooray, get to go to the supermarket. So there's going to be a small little outing that we get to go and do today. But other than that, thank you so much for being here. I want to say I'm proud of you. You guys are awesome. If there was a movie made about your life, you would have a rock star playing it. Why? Because you guys are killing it. Be proud about yourself. It's 2020. It is a tough year for some people. And whether you're feeling amazing right now, I'm proud of you. Whether even if you're feeling down, don't beat yourself up about it, because I just want to say that I am appreciative of you. Thank you for being here. You deserve to have an awesome day and or an awesome night, whatever you're doing. Look after yourself. Take care of yourself. And you are... You guys are awesome. That's what I want to say. So 10 out of 10. If I had to rate you guys out of 10, I'd give you a 12. So there you go. Hope you guys had a great day. Enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Subscribe for more FPV related content. We will be back in 2 days' time. I'm probably going to be on Discord tonight, actually, because look, it's Saturday night here. A bunch of my friends jump on Discord. I think tonight we're just going to be hanging out, playing some fun. I was playing some pirate game, sailing around the seas, shooting cannonballs at people with some of my mates the other night as well. So if you're there, Sean Williams, I do want to hear from you, actually, and find out, have you still given up the ciggies? Have you fallen off the bandwagon? And if you have fallen off the bandwagon or you're thinking about quitting, it's never too late to have another go. Every time you quit ciggies, you get better at quitting. So give yourself, don't be so hard on yourself as well. You guys deserve to have an awesome life. You are awesome people. And yeah, just nothing but love for every single one of you guys out there. There's 79 people here watching, and 79 of you guys are amazing. So have a good day. Thanks for being here. I'll catch you in 2 days' time. All right. Catches, people. I'm gonna go do this grocery shopping. Trust me, if you have to go grocery shopping with 2 kids, like, I don't mind at the moment because it's on lockdown. There is nothing else to do. Like, that is one of the few there's like 4 reasons you're allowed to get outdoors: medical attention, going to care for somebody else, or going to get supplies. So this supply run, it's like, it's a highlight of the week. We're actually allowed to go and do something. So there we go. Anyway, but if you've got 2 kids, normally, man, if you ever watch this, trying to go grocery shopping with you two, if it wasn't an actual something to do and it wasn't in lockdown, it is the most tiring, frustrating thing you could ever do. You think binding up Fly Sky is frustrating? Wait till you go shopping with 2 kids under 3. All right, catches. Johnny DRC says I got 3. All right, catches, guys.